Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Red flag.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry you.
Power.
Love you like I
More
love you.
wine.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff. Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is ill-advised. Hey, Biffs.
Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Ill-Advised.
Episode 5.
We're the podcasters.
I'm Ray.
And Stephanie.
We're the Biffs.
The podcasting Biffs.
We're so entertaining to ourselves. This is the podcast where we tell you what to do when someone else already has.
And not your mom.
Or your dad. Or your other parents.
Stepdaddies.
And stepmommies.
Oh, mommy.
Yeah, that's right. Dilfs.
That's dads.
Stepdads.
Yeah.
Stilfs. Stilfs.
Stilfs.
Sadilfs.
Sadilfs. You snorted.
I did. It was bound to happen on this fucking thing. Gowned.
It was gowned too.
I can't. We're doing another weekend of
Yes.
no English.
Yeah. Where our brain and our mouth isn't connected.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right. There's no foundation for these thoughts or explanations thereof.
Yeah, we just say words and they come out of our mouth.
Yes.
Isn't that what you said? Like our second podcast?
Probably.
I say words.
I say words, you're like, they come out of his mouth.
No, you said
Oh.
they just come out of my mouth. And I said, yes, they do.
Okay. Well,
Welcome back, Beth.
welcome back. Yes, welcome back, everyone. Episode 5,
yes.
yay. We never thought we'd make it this far.
Oh, sorry,
That's a lie.
guys.
Fucking again. You just, what? You need to sit across the table from the fucking microphone.
I literally, I just, okay.
We're drinking wine.
I was
guys.
going to say, what are we drinking, Beth?
We're drinking wine.
I need more of it.
Yes. We're drinking. So we got a wine recommendation from my future sister-in-law.
Kelly. Hey, girl, hey.
Oh, hi. And she said, why
And
don't you
Jenny,
guys
too.
do, and Jenny, my
She'll
sister,
kill us.
if we don't say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Jenny.
Yeah, we love you, Jenny.
Show me your boobs.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gretas.
Sorry, Mom. We're drinking, right, sorry.
Right,
I keep
Kelly.
sidetracking Kelly. Suggested that we do some trashy advice with some trashy drinks. So,
Yeah.
Kelly, this message is specifically for you. I tried looking for the canned wine that you were referencing. However, we don't do sparkling rosé in this house.
That's a lie.
We do?
Literally, last time we went wine shopping together, I specifically asked you where a sparkling rosé was. Do you remember?
Was it?
We bought it, and
We
it was
bought it?
delicious. That
Oh,
was when we
shit.
bought the big
Fuck.
bottle of
Balls.
the... Yep.
Oh,
It was actually really good.
it was really
It
good.
was, yeah.
Oh. Kelly, we drink rosé in this house.
Sparkling.
Sparkling rosé in this house. Right. It's the regular rosé we don't like, right?
Yes, we've tried numerous rosés and
And we're just like, no.
to no avail. Yeah.
Okay.
I really want to like rosé, so I keep trying
Shit.
to like it. But that sparkling rosé was delicious.
Okay. All right. Kelly, I'm so sorry. But in my defense, I'm dyslexic.
In his defense, you drink gin, and so...
Amen. Amen. Although I'm getting a taste for it.
Yeah, we know Christmas tree.
I know. I'm sorry.
Blech.
So there was one more. It was like a Chardonnay. And then they had all these barefoot wine in a can, which,
Ew.
yeah, I'm not a barefoot fan of any
I was
variety.
going to say,
So,
not at all.
and we're sorry, barefoot.
Yeah.
Here's your free
Not
advertisement.
Yeah, don't drink barefoot.
Drink barefoot if you'd like it, but we don't. But we're drinking boxed wine, the legitimate take on a juice box.
An adult juice box.
Yes, Black Box Premium Wines. Pinot Noir from California. Another wonderful vintage. 2020.
I was going to say what yours is.
I'm my Barbara Walters. This is 2020. Love you, Babs. Have you tried it?
Yeah, I
You
like
did?
it. Yeah.
Oh. Cheers. to
Cheers,
me.
Biff.
This bitch.
You didn't see me
All she
drinking
does is
it.
fucking ruin my life.
He's lying. I make it better.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I told you. Did you tell him it's a Pinot Noir?
Yeah, Epstein Bar caviar.
I wish we had the Walmart sausage to go with this.
Yeah.
Not sausage. I'm not going to.
The salami?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very much into the
Charcuteries.
Nordstrom sausage.
Sausage in general.
Sausage in general.
I don't know what Nordstrom is.
It's a high-end retailer. As opposed to Walmart sausage. This episode is brought to you by Common Sense. Don't get any, because we don't.
We don't get Nordstrom sausage.
No, we don't get that either. We definitely get like Kmart sausage. Is that still a thing?
Target.
Oh yeah, for sure. Target.
No offense, Gil.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah. That's so funny.
Just got a job at Target, right?
That's true. He did.
He's so not.
No.
He's so Nordstrom sausage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Man.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Gil.
Thank you.
We love you.
So we've anything from last week you want to touch on, or anything that's come up since?
To be perfectly honest, I don't know.
Great. We're doing great.
My brain's pretty
All fried.
yeah. I had a big assignment too this weekend. So
You.
yeah.
Yeah, you're toast.
Also my child's sleep is still
She is antiquing your whole house with baby powder.
Oh my God.
That's the best.
There's-
I wish
did
we
you
kind
see
of
the
had an
corner of my
Instagram
bathroom?
account
That's
so that
still-
you could
I know.
post
I
all of
wish.
these.
Yep.
We'll get one, I promise.
We should have an Instagram.
In the meantime, find us on Facebook
Yeah.
or send us your questions or comments, concerns,
Wines.
grave concerns, wines,
Anything.
correct our political
collect.
uncorrectness.
Yeah, collect us.
Uncorrectness. Uncorrectness. Fuck. This is getting worse.
I told you hours ago tonight was gonna be fun.
Fuck. Oh, I promise we're coherent most of the time.
Most? Half and half.
Most. No, definitely most. At least 70.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
We wouldn't have gotten through life this far, I guess. I got some oh sorry. Any relevant stuff for you? From
Oh, my last thought that I was finishing was also,
Sorry.
you've been illadvisedthetpodcast.gmail.com.
yes. And the Facebook name is Yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm from New York.
That was Sheboygan.
At Illadvised the podcast is our Facebook.
Dope.
Illadvised the podcast.
Like it, love it, list it
Yes.
on your wall. Do they still call it a wall?
Feed.
Feed now? It used to be a wall. You remember that?
I do actually.
Yeah. Fucking
Now it's your
Facebook.
news feed.
Now it's your news feed changing everything on us.
Yep.
That's because they put
Feed your
fucking
news.
spam on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're about to spam them with ill advice.
Yes. So, I'm a little bit humbled and a little bit blown away by the amount of people actually listening, because we're just
Oh yeah. Super amazing.
two best friends having the normal conversation we would have anyway.
Just with headphones and
Right.
a microphone.
Yeah. And the amount of my family members who are listening is also blowing me away, including my Uncle Byron. Shout out Byron.
Oh, hi.
He reached out to us and was wondering if we would be interested in his friend Christine is putting together, I think it's Christine, I'm so sorry, is putting together a, I don't know if it's a podcast or he kind of kept confusing the lingo. Sorry, Uncle Byron. But he they were wondering if we'd want to go on and be interviewed on how we got here, like how we podcast or,
No
how we thought
way.
about this idea, which I think would naturally kind of like flow into like our friendship too. So
Yeah.
I said yes, of course, without consulting you because
Yeah, no, definitely.
BDE.
That's
and
so
all.
gross. BDE.
Seriously? Oh, you killed the joke. You got this.
I don't got this.
You've got this. Oh, it's on the tip of your tongue. Are you kidding me? Okay, because big dick energy. And
Oh.
oh, you killed it, Bev.
I don't got a big dick. Dick?
At this table, you got the biggest one.
That's not true. I saw your pictures. Sorry, Greta.
Oh, sorry, Mom. What are you? I hope my kid's not listening to this.
Sorry, Wyatt.
Oh my God. Am I blushing? Yeah, probably.
It's the wine.
You're such a dick.
It's Matthew.
It's Matthew's fault. It's Sir Michael Matthews' fault.
Oh, no, sorry. He
Matthew
yelled
Michael.
at me. Yes. His name needs to be first
Right.
from now on.
Thank you for listening. Actually, yes. And that's pretty much it. She's gonna fucking kill me. Are you kidding me?
I hope I'm here for that one.
Speaking of my mother,
Oh, yeah.
today in the great adventures of Gretis. Guys, Gretis is my mom. She's a 5'3" Brazilian who's blonde
Fucking
from a
firecracker.
box. She's a firecracker. She's relatively young to be my mother. She's super young to be my mother.
She looks fucking younger than she is.
Right. And but she's like
She's
a mix between your best friend and the biggest bitch in the world.
Isn't that the same thing?
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of you, but yeah, same diff.
So my sister and Kelly, the other gays in the family, took her out for brunch today. And I'm downstairs kind of getting dressed, cleaning picking up and folding clothes and all this stuff. And I hear this big, loud ass boom from upstairs. And it was so loud. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, one of the kids fell or something. So I go upstairs and my mother is sprawled out on the couch. And she's like, oh, you heard me jump up on the fucking floor to wake you up? The fucking asshole. Okay. No, she went out to brunch. First of all, she's like, 10 o'clock's too early. 11 o'clock's too early. I was like, tell her 11:30. Okay, 11:30. So she goes. She's like, why do we have to go that early? Mom, it's called brunch. It's an excuse to day drink. She's like, I don't fucking drink. Okay. So my mom, who's sprawled out on the couch, is only 2 mimosas in. Okay. And she is laughing her ass off. Like laughing so hard.
She jumped on the floor to wake you up.
Because and I was like, I was just whatever. So I make a coffee, I make her one, and we're sitting there talking, and she's literally just laughing at everything she's saying. Because she doesn't drink like that. So literally 2 mimosas before she even had her meal, she was like, gone.
For half today.
She was gone. Well, so, shit, I don't have my phone. I'll show you after. But I had to pull my sister up on the phone. Like I called her and on speaker and I was like, next time you take her out, keep her.
Right.
Like she's obnoxious right now. It's funny when we're all drunk, but when it's just her, it's so annoying.
I wish I was there.
She kept saying a bunch of random shit, whatever. I went back downstairs, finished up what I was doing, came back up. And she was passed the fuck out on her bed with the door open, in her jacket, in her boots, her mouth's open, and I took a picture.
Oh my God.
Coming to an Instagram near you.
Yes.
You're going to see Gretis, my 53-year-old mother.
Hot
fucking
shit.
Shit-faced. and
I'm in tears,
out.
actually.
She's, oh my God.
Gretis,
she's so
pay
obnoxious
back.
when she's drunk. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, not sorry. I can't wait to see this one, Gretis.
They're really not that entertaining of photos, but just the concept alone. It's great.
Yeah. I feel like knowing her is going to make it even better.
The best part, her boyfriend's in the bathroom and she's like, I really got to pee. And then she's like, she goes to the door and she's like, Miguel, I have to pee. and he mumbles something incoherent. I couldn't hear him from the kitchen. And she comes back. That motherfucker probably wrapped a towel around him. It's okay. I don't want to see Dick today.
No sausage for Grettis.
Well,
I don't want to see Dick.
She's just, I can't.
I love her so much.
I was like, can you never say Dick again? So.
Oh, that's so good.
That one's for my sister because I know she's listening.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I wish I was there for that one.
Yes, you do.
Fucking great.
So yes, that's our catch up and everything. And 15 minutes in, I think maybe we should just get to it.
Seth
Unless
hates
you've
us?
got something else. Oh, Seth totally fucking hates us.
I think he probably stopped listening to us.
Dad's
after the
probably
second
relief
episode,
though.
too.
Pops is like, good, somebody else's dick.
Sorry, Grettis. Sorry, not sorry, Grettis.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so good.
And we're wearing bras today.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Oh, I hear you.
I don't think mine fits very well. I don't.
It's fine.
I'm over it.
I grow into mine, I grow out of mine.
Same.
It's a fucking thing.
Same.
See?
Especially after I gave birth.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So interesting for our intro because I found a couple questions that kind of fit this.
Trashy theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boxed wine and trash advice.
Yeah.
Buckle up, motherfuckers. It's going to be a good ride.
Buckle up,
That's
motherfuckers.
Can we name that episode Buckle Up, Motherfuckers?
Yeah, I was thinking sorry, Grettis, but buckle up, motherfuckers is.
Can you imagine? This one's called Sorry Greeds. Like, do we really want to listen to this?
True.
Yes, Becky. Just fucking hit play.
Becky with the good hair.
Yeah. All right. So where are our questions coming from this week?
This one, we actually used this one before, Little Village Mag. This is Dear Kiki.
Hello, Key.
XOXO Kiki.
Ooh.
Kiki. Do you love me?
You guys should see the dance she's doing
We're
right
riding. So I'm debating which one I want to start with because
now. Roll the dice, bro.
we'll just start with the one I'm already on.
Can you hear that? You're welcome.
Thanks.
I couldn't hold it. I just couldn't. I was like, if I let it go really slow, it's not going to be fulfilling.
Okay, so Dear Kiki, the title is Am I Too Freaky?
Ooh. I love Kiki.
This one, I'm not seeing what year it was, but it's a couple
What's the
years
website?
back. I already said Little Village Mag.
Oh, you did.
.com.
I'm sorry. I pay attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dear Kiki, I had a terrible experience recently and I don't know what to think. I had a second date with a guy. He invited me to his apartment and cooked me dinner. It was delish, and we were having a fun, playful evening. After eating and a couple glasses of wine, we started making out on the couch. I had brought a key lime cheesecake for dessert, and so I suggested, why don't we take a little cheesecake into the bedroom and enjoy it together?
Wait a second. Hold on. Key lime cheesecake
Key
in the
lime.
bedroom. What the
Cheesecake.
fuck is so exciting about key lime?
Well, let me finish.
Why isn't it like a chocolate strawberry one?
Because she brought key lime.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm a
hate key
foodie.
lime.
You know how it pisses
I
me
don't
off
like
when it's
any
the
key
wrong,
lime.
like there's nothing sexy about lime.
Maybe she loves it. Maybe he loves it.
I don't know. Did it
don't
have a
know.
chocolate crust at least? Like there's nothing aphrodisiac about key lime. It's a tiny lime that grows in Florida.
She was wine drunk.
All right. Sold.
Wine drunk. Key lime cheesecake.
Go on. Sorry for bothering you.
Why don't we take a little cheesecake into the bedroom and enjoy it together? I think it's super sexy to feed each other bites while smooching and relaxing and potentially getting undressed. Engaging all the senses, you know?
Yeah, no.
Well, the guy flipped his shit.
Because it's fucking key lime.
He told me.
Sorry. I didn't expect that.
He told me my suggestion was sick and perverted, and he literally made me leave.
What?
WTF? Am I too freaky? Signed, Cheesecake Thwarted.
Oh my God. Cheesecake what?
Thwarted.
Thwarted. My answer is next time bring raspberry.
Didn't you say chocolate?
Whatever, as long as it's not
Not
fucking
key
lime. Like, there's nothing sexy about that. Who wants to fucking lick, mix, or clean,
key
like,
lime, yeah.
or pine sol when they're fucking cleaning or eat? Fuck this, dude. I can't even English. But it's not sexy.
Well, I don't think the cheesecake flavor was the issue.
Oh.
Because he didn't say, like, WTF key lime.
It doesn't sound like she had a chance to kind of rebut and explain.
No, he literally made me leave.
Now, being a former fatty myself, my
He literally said perverted.
Perverted?
He told me that my suggestion was sick and perverted, and he literally made me leave.
That's so weird.
Perverted.
Did
he think that, like, she wanted him to bang the pie and then, like, eat it off him or something? Weird stuff?
I can't even place it. Like, how do you put a whole slice there anyway? How big is this slice? Is this New York style cheesecake?
She was talking about the whole cheesecake.
God damn, girl.
She said, why don't we take a little cheesecake into the bedroom and enjoy it together?
Maybe he was put off by the presumption that they were going to have sex and not the cheesecake. Is that possible?
Yeah, I think that's where my thought was going to, was like, why don't we take this cake into the room and enjoy it together? Like, do weird, freaky stuff with it.
I mean, I'm all for spicing it up in the bedroom, but do not bring a cheesecake into the bedroom. That fucking crummy crust gets all over the bed and I will cut a bitch. But otherwise...
She just wanted to feed each other bites while smooching and relaxing and potentially getting undressed.
Maybe he thought, like, she's going to take a bite and then, like, swap it into his mouth while they're making out or something.
He definitely thought weird stuff.
He thought nothing.
This was sick and perverted.
I really just need to know the answer to this. I have no advice for this other than, like, girl, you do you.
Am I too freaky? No, but you just have the wrong company.
Yeah, amen. There's no such thing as too freaky. You do you, and eventually you'll find someone who's in your realm.
Yeah, well, one of my exes introduced food while we were getting there, and I flipped my shit too, but it wasn't. It was a total different scenario.
I was forced at one point to make whipped cream, if it makes you feel better.
Make whipped cream?
I didn't have whipped cream in a can, so I had to fucking make it.
While you were doing the dirty?
Well, I hope not, because there's no fucking way that's going to work.
Well, what does this have to do with...
Well, I mean, it was... Okay, I'm thinking too literal, like while you were doing the dirty. No, it was for those purposes, but I had to make it because we didn't have any. Like,
you had to make whipped cream to
I had whipping cream
with it.
But I didn't have whipped cream.
Well, who better than
I know.
Mr. Manor made himself?
I know. So we had fresh whipped cream.
Did you make it with olive oil?
No. You're such an asshole. Oh my God. It's been so long.
Oh, sorry, guys.
See, you fucking sabotage this podcast. You bring up traumatizing experiences and hit the springs.
This table's too small.
It is too small.
It's too narrow.
That's okay. It's beautiful. We love it. So, okay, I need to know.
Okay.
I don't have anything but, like, just choose your company differently.
Yeah.
Or not even choose your company differently. You're just...
Maybe she didn't read him right. Maybe he's, like, one of the guys that, like, likes to think...
Honestly, this is tame.
Or, like...
Maybe. If we're talking about sex in general, then sure.
She said it's the second date. If I don't know you and we've been out twice and you're telling me let's take this fucking pie into the bedroom, I might be like,
right.
Eh.
So maybe it's the sex that put him off if it's the second date. But if it's not and it was the food thing, like, you'll find somebody that'll match you. It's not on you
Yeah, I
that he
feel like
wasn't
it
able
won't
to
be
mirror.
on like a guy to be like, let's take this fucking cheesecake into the bedroom. And you can be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I
Yeah,
was
look, I
thinking
just
this
put a hole in
egg
the cheesecake. Let's fill it with whipped cream that Ray's
Yes.
going to make
with olive oil.
with olive oil, you fucking asshole. And
I wish we could tell that.
I can't tell that story.
I know.
I'm not ready for that.
I'm
Someday.
not ready for that. The
I
internet.
can't. No,
is
my
not
mother
ready.
listens to this. Your father, I can't. I fucking can't. Dick
Okay.
pics.
Dear Thwarted, WTF is right. I would get into bed with nearly anyone who wanted to feed me cake,
Amen.
especially if the chemistry was hot. As specified in me saying, feed me cake, I'd prefer to be fed instead of being the feeder. In fact, with cake, I'd probably be kicked out of the bed for not reciprocating the feeding. I envision myself like a baby with her face in a smash cake, which in a romantic setting is not very sexy.
I'm dying.
But seriously, it doesn't sound like you're too freaky, though. Perhaps you have a feeder fetish. According to Vice Media's Munchies channel, a quote-unquote feeder is a person who experiences erotic pleasure from feeding.
Wow.
The act of feeding and being fed elicits conversation, forges bonds, and creates community. Food is exciting.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes the fetish also involves being turned on by overweight people. A feeder might enjoy adding in their partner's weight gain. Occasionally, feeders also get sexual satisfaction from watching their partner's stomach distend and their partner's discomfort from being stuffed. I'm going to just...
Okay, I have a comment.
Maybe
along
this
those
guy
lines.
was scarred by prior feeder feeding sexcapades. Perhaps he suffers from an eating disorder. Food could be a threat, a weakness, or he didn't want to feel guilty for eating and spend the rest of the night purging.
Well, that's where I was going to go.
Or
I
his
said
lactose
something-
intolerant, and even the mention of cheese scared the shit right out of him.
That's good job, Kiki. Is there more?
I hope you were able to take the cake with you after being so callously dismissed, or was hoping to have the cake and eat it too. Sorry, bad joke. Oh my God, now I want cake so fucking bad. Want to come over for dinner? Chocolate cake is my favorite. Flourless chocolate cake and bad. XOXO Kiki.
Kiki, thank you so much for actually saying the shit that we would probably say.
Yeah.
But that's where I was going, like that eating disorder thing, like being the former fatty. The thought of eating in bed makes me, like, it takes me back to that mindset. So I don't do it.
So you're like repulsed.
I'm like repulsed. I'm like, no, ew. Even when I'm like, I have a lot of things going on and I'm hungry and I have to bring my food into my room, like it stays in like one place. Like I don't move
Nowhere near the bed.
Nowhere near the bed.
So is it like
It's more psychological for me.
yeah, so it's not like, oh my God, I don't want to get
No.
cake on my sheets.
No, it's, oh my God, I'm
Bed
never going to be that
is
person
equated
again.
to eating in bed is equated to lazy.
Me being
or,
fat,
yeah,
lazy, no, like 100% inertia, like no ambition whatsoever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense.
Like not for everyone, obviously. That's just me, my personal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I love that Kiki took this.
Yeah, want to come over for dinner?
Yeah, in a comical direction. Like,
yeah, because
we're
I
coming
agree
too.
that way. Yeah, except put flour in my chocolate cake.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
The hell?
Buttermilk.
However you make it.
Can we
is
do
how
a
I
cream
want
cheese
it.
frosting too?
Yes, I want fucking cream cheese frosting.
Oh, fuck. Let's go to the store. Guys, we'll be right back. Imagine.
Yes, I can. Yeah, so pretty much just you have the wrong.
Yeah.
The wrong
No, you're not
company.
too freaky. In fact, come over. We'll take our shirts
Don't
off
bring
for you.
the key lime cheesecake though. No, thank
No.
you. Bring any other cheesecake though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Biff will just fucking make one from scratch.
Okay, so we'll see you in like 3 days.
Ah.
I know. I liked that one. That was a fun one. All right.
Yeah, it was fun.
What do you got? What's next?
Pick a number 1, 2, or 3.
3 is my lucky number.
Okay.
Oh, great. The look on your face.
Dear Abby, husband wears sheer
This
tights
is a Dear
in
Abby?
public, leaving wife embarrassed to tears. Oh, yeah. Sorry. This is OregonLive.com.
Okay, read it again. Sheer pants.
Husband wears sheer tights in public, leaving wife embarrassed to tears. Dear Abby, my husband and I are in our early 50s and married for 9 years. I hate to say this, but the way he dresses embarrasses me to tears, and it's hurting our relationship. Is it acceptable for a man to wear tights and nothing else? I'm not talking yoga pants. I mean ballerina dance sheer tights that leave nothing to the imagination. He mainly wears them in our garage where people who drive by can see. But lately I've caught him standing talking to neighbors like that. Am I overreacting by telling him he can't wear things like that outside the house? If it isn't the tights, it's skin tight biker type shorts or shorts made from a mesh material that shows all of it if there's a little light source behind him. We have gone rounds over this, excuse me, almost daily. He promises he will stop, but it's only a matter of hours before he's back in costume. Is it okay to wear things like that now? I don't see women wearing tights that show this much off. I am at the point I want to gather up all offending clothing and head to the dumpster. If you say let him wear what he wants, I will, and I will keep my eyes and mouth shut. Mortified in California.
Wow. I can't believe you're that mortified in California over tights. Just because California, in my head, it's like thespians. There are actors everywhere and dancers everywhere. And like, I'm surprised not everyone's in tights. Or if they are, maybe they have shorts over them. And then
or maybe they're not her 50-year-old husband.
Yeah, that's true too.
Just sitting in the garage with his thing, just sitting in sheer ballerina tights.
I know, like
while he talks to the
hello
neighbor.
3D. Like, I think there's two perspectives to this. You know, you're balancing.
First of all, why are you in tights?
Well,
is my first question.
Okay, what's your second one?
My second one is like, if your wife brought this up clearly more times than once, and you like agreed, like, yeah, and then go upstairs to pee and change into your tights. You know what I mean? Like right after she said, can you please not fucking wear ballerina tights outside? It's like, I feel like there's something.
Okay. So those two things that you said to me are in the same family as like,
why do you keep wearing tights?
Why do you keep wearing tights? It makes me uncomfortable. I'm your wife. Doesn't that matter to you? My other hand says, I'm comfortable. I don't care what anyone sees. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm comfortable. I'm expressing who I am. And this is like, whatever. Like, it doesn't bother him. It's just, this is part of who I am, my individuality. I'm pushing it forward. There's got to be a happy medium somewhere.
Yeah, I hear that, but I feel like tights aren't anybody's go-to comfort clothing. You know what I mean? It's not like he's sitting out there in his briefs.
If
and he's
he
like,
was
this
sitting
is
out
comfortable.
there in
this
his
is
briefs,
what, like,
then I would be like, maybe, hold on.
Really?
Yeah.
But sheer...
I think tights expose more than... thick briefs expose more than tights do.
She said these leave nothing to the imagination.
How would she feel if he walked out with briefs then, I guess is my question.
I mean, these are like sheer tights. Sheer, as in see-through.
We don't know what he wears for underwear.
Nothing. She said. She said.
I know. He probably thinks they're like long underwear, like walking around in boxers.
I don't think so. I think there's way more to that.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. This is like a...
But I think that
crisis.
if they've been together for 9 years and it bothers her enough, maybe he should be on considering her feelings and considering how she feels. And sorry, that's the same thing. Just taking that into account. Like, my wife, that matters to her. So if this is the one little change I have to make right now, then okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of stuck on why the fuck are you wearing?
See, I'm part of the gay community. Like,
Do you have a pair of sheer tights in your drawer?
No, but that's only because I'm uncomfortable with my body.
Fair, I guess.
You know what I mean? And then there's like some god on Instagram who's like, I'm working out in tights. This is my foreskin. Like, it's so tight that you can see everything. And it's like, hey, you look good in those. You're gay? Great.
But are they like actual ballerina tights?
I honestly don't know the difference.
I feel like she was pretty specific. Like sheer ballet
I think
tights.
that would make a difference.
Not just like,
or it might make a difference.
Really tight, like,
to me, if I knew what the difference was.
Do you want me to go get a pair of Mia's tights?
No, please don't.
Just so you can see the sheerness.
Don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
This is not a video cast. It's not a live cast.
All right.
But next time, you do that so everyone can see it. I mean, if we ever do it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is less why he's wearing tights.
It's more why isn't he
respecting your feelings around that.
Respecting your feelings or taking that into consideration.
Yeah.
And then, of course, behind that, there are so many other questions.
Yeah,
But
like where did you get the tights from? What size tights are you?
What other clothing items is he not wearing because you don't want him to?
Apparently none, because she said he also wears those mesh biker shorts that with a little bit of sunlight shows everything.
Right. Do you remember when you wore those black tights that looked like fabulous on you? They were great. Or were they leggings? I don't know. To me, leggings and tights are the same thing.
I was going to say leggings. I don't.
To me, they're the same thing. See, this is why I don't know. And then you like walked in the sunlight and I was like, Biff, I just saw your entire ass.
Yes.
And they were black.
Yeah.
Like midnight black. Like, this is how I'm seeing the situation in my head.
Well, that's funny because she said...
Does he have tights that have like a little panel to the right that says, this is my
She said, I'm not talking yoga pants. I mean ballerina, dancer, sheer tights that leave nothing to the imagination.
So like pantyhose?
Yeah.
Or in between?
Like, maybe more pantyhose than see-through leggings. It's like straight up tights, you know? Like Greta wears those white tights and you can like still see everything.
No.
Well, she wears a dress over it.
Oh. Well, then
maybe not Greta,
I guess
Maggie.
not.
Chia Maggie.
Still not, no.
Tights. They're like...
I don't think Maggie's...
I really want to go get a pair of Mia's. Show you like
the white ones?
Mia's.
I think I'm starting to get there.
But sheer, like you put your hand in and you can see your hands.
Oh, that's... Maybe he's an exhibitionist?
So it's like pantyhose, but like...
it's finally coming out.
Pink or white.
Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, he's pretty much...
Trying to give
nude.
her a hand?
Yeah. I don't know who he's trying to hint at, but it's not his wife.
Well, maybe she should go to a nudist colony with him.
Yes. And not the garage.
No, because the neighbors can see you there.
Right.
And the people we want to please are our neighbors. I've got no advice.
I don't either because...
Other than like, maybe find out why he,
Yeah, I'm curious, has she ever asked him, like, why do you wear those?
Well, it sounds like she said something to him, but like maybe find out why he's not taking her feelings into consideration or...
Yeah, I think she did say something to him because she says she did, but I don't know that she ever like sat down with him and was like...
Why?
Why the fuck are you wearing tights? See-through tights with no briefs.
I feel like you're talking to me right now. You're looking into my soul right now.
I wouldn't ask you that question.
And your hand was out. You wouldn't. You'd be like, can those be any shearer? Yes, you're such a dick. She's such a dick. Background.
Stay tuned for our Instagram page.
I got rid of those pants.
Aw, the gray ones.
Yes.
The Michael Kors.
Only because I lost weight and they didn't fit anymore.
Well, we need to find smaller ones.
Yeah. Drink your fucking wine, asshole. Okay. I need to know what Abby said. Sidebar before I forget, real quick.
Yeah.
Dear Abby columns, no matter where they're from, they're all the same.
They are all so good.
They're all the same.
So good.
They're all by the same person. The Dear Abby is trademarked. Started by her mother and now carried on by her.
Seriously?
I'm fucking... My mind's blown. And now I'm like, can we do Dear Abby?
Well, that's why they're all so good.
Right. They're fantastic.
It's the same woman.
Abigail Van Buren. That's the... Whoops. I pulled a biff and hit something.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, fantastic. I didn't do anything.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah. I didn't know that. I just found that out, actually.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
And super interesting. Makes a lot of sense why we've loved every Dear Abby answer.
Well, there you have it. Okay. Now let's hear what Abby has to say.
Dear Mortified, your husband appears to be an exhibitionist.
Thank you so much.
Excuse me.
Abby's fucking brilliant.
This is fucking funny. That's what
Please read Abby. No matter where you read Abby, just fucking read it.
Your husband appears to be an exhibitionist who cannot control his urges. Frankly, no pun intended, Abby. I'm surprised the neighbors haven't complained after seeing him in this attire. Ordinarily, I would advise you to let your husband wear what he wants, but in a case like this, it might be prudent to check what the ordinances regarding indecent exposure are in your community.
My husband's gonna get arrested for freaking showing dick in the garage.
Yeah, hi. She said,
these tights.
Balls to the wall.
Oh my God. That's great.
You nailed it with exhibitionist.
Is that it?
Yep.
Oh my God.
That's it.
That's great.
Ordinarily, I'd advise you to let him wear what he wants, but in this case, you might want to make sure he doesn't become a registered sex offender.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with Abby on this one. I have nothing left. This one's like, there's just so much to consider. But I like how, and we're bad at this, but this is probably why this makes this podcast the way that it is we don't consider just the information that we have.
Oh yeah, our brain's spider web.
Yeah, literally. That's actually perfect, because I was going to say like spiral around the whole thing, but like a spider web is perfect.
Yeah.
Like we have no fucking clue.
No clue.
So we're like, if this and that, and why not? And let's get him arrested because Frank's out. Like,
yeah.
That's great.
That's wicked funny that you nailed it with exhibitionist.
Well, I told you the gay community is very interesting.
I should know, right?
You totally should.
MB Lounge.
Okay, what do we got now? Why are you already laughing?
Because I'm gonna go with this one. So this is back to the Little Village Mag. With Kiki. Yes. Dear Kiki, I've been dating a really wonderful girl for about 3 months. Things are going great, and we spend almost all of our free time together. There's just one problem. She has a really long toe hair.
I'm sorry, what?
She has a really long toe hair.
Fuck people.
It's just one hair on one toe, but it's really long. So long that it curls around a couple of times. There's no other hair on her feet, and she shaves her legs, so she's got to know it's there. Her skin's really pale, and the hair is dark brown, so there's no way to miss it, especially when she's barefoot. And the first thing she does when she gets home or enters my apartment is kick off her shoes. I can't help sneaking looks at the hair, but I don't think she's noticed my checking. I find myself thinking more and more about the hair and why she doesn't get rid of it. Should I just ask her about the hair, or would that make me sound like a jerk?
Well, you'd be a total asshole if she ever got stuck locked up in a tower and she had no way out. Like, how the fuck would you get to her?
Let down your toe
hair. I can't. Oh, I got a cramp. This is the most fucking ridiculous question I have ever heard.
But he's so serious.
And I've been reading advice columns for years.
He's so serious. He said it curls.
It curls? What's the actual question? Is it just help?
I find myself thinking more and more about the hair and why she doesn't get rid of it. Should I ask her about it, or does that make me sound like a jerk?
Ask her about it.
Playfully, right?
Just ask.
Well, if he's concerned and maybe she's sensitive, or
I was thinking about how I would handle it, and it's totally not the way anyone should.
I would have fucking plucked it out already.
Right. Or like, oh, ew, what the fuck is that?
Bing, bing, bing.
Like, fuck, dude.
I would have pulled it out the first time I saw it.
What's with the Jerry curl on your big toe, bro?
Just one. One toe, one hair.
Or just wait till she's sleeping and boom.
Do you know how painful it is for your toe hairs to be pulled out?
No, I've never pulled
Fuck, it
toe
hurts.
hairs out. Really?
So bad.
Mine just curl around my toes.
It hurts so bad. Pull out one toe hair. Matter of fact, put your foot up. Let me get my tweezers.
No.
Take them socks off.
No.
Oh.
No.
We're doing this
turn
on
into
air.
Some fucking
We're doing this on air.
For sure, bro. If this was a
I'm
live
getting a toe
episode,
hair.
it would be way more.
I'm getting a toe hair.
Okay, you'll get one.
And it's going to hurt like a
It's
bastard.
gonna hurt like a bastard.
Matter of fact, one of my old high school friends, I was going to get my foot tattoo. And I was driving. We were on the highway. And she plucked my toe hairs for me on the way to the tattoo shop because I didn't want big, ugly toe hairs while I was getting my foot tattoo.
Oh my God. I can't believe I've never heard that.
Yeah. It hurts like a bitch.
Did the tattoo hurt less?
Actually, yeah, all except for like where it came closer to, ironically, your toes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Do you think she likes this toe hair?
Maybe.
He said that.
Does she wear glasses? Is she blind?
He says she's got to know it's there. She's got no other hair. She shaves her legs. It's a dark brown
You know, it would be
hair.
dope if she was just doing it to see if he would ever say anything. Because she shaves everything else. She's like hanging out with her friends going like, hey, since we're driving in the car...
Remember that toe hair you plucked?
Every toe hair but this one.
This one. So it looks like it's the only one.
I want him to think that, like, you know, fucking cornrow my toes. Like,
it is interesting that she just left it there.
Honestly, she probably just didn't notice it. And if she did, she's like, oh, I keep meaning to pluck it.
She's got to notice it. I
It
notice
can't be
I
the
get
only-
like 3 foot hairs, like not even on my toe, just like in the top of my foot. There's like 3 hairs.
Right, but
that
I'm
grows
wondering if
that
it's
I
like...
notice, like especially if I'm
It
shaving
can't
my
be
legs.
the only hair that grows on her feet.
He literally said
It can't be the only one. Like, she probably shaves others.
she probably has really blonde hair, and this one comes in dark.
Probably. Actually, that's a possibility. Like your back hair.
Mine?
Your lower peach fuzz.
It's blonde.
Peach fuzz.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you had a dark brown one, I'd know.
All right.
Wow. It's like I totally just blew up her spot.
I'm just feeling offended that you're talking about my back hair.
It's lower back, it's peach fuzz, and you can only see it in the sun.
Don't make me feel insecure about
Oh my God,
back
you can't
hair.
even see it. Oh my God, 20
What
years
if
of
there's
this
one
shit.
long one?
Here we go.
You
I
started
hope
it.
there's one fucking long one.
Me too, because I
I'll
can't
fucking
see
put you in
it.
a tower, and Sir Michael Matthew can come fucking rescue you.
Matthew Michael.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get chewed out again.
Well,
So what do you think? He should say something. He's obviously worried about
I say
her.
say it playfully I mean, if it's really bothering you, then just say something.
He literally said, like, I find myself thinking about it more and more.
If it's the one thing that's going to ruin your relationship, I think it's worth noting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Unless you're just finding excuses to make her feel uncomfortable because it'll make you feel better about breaking up with her.
I didn't get that vibe.
Me either. But that's just me saying unless.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
other
shut
angles.
the fuck up and just like, hey, you missed a hair.
That actually
literally
would probably be good.
Yeah. Okay. Keeks, where'd you go with this, homegirl? I need to know.
She said, have you ever seen a naked mole rat?
I'm so glad I didn't take a sip of fucking wine.
I was watching you. I was specifically watching while you're raising the glass to your mouth.
I'm fucking dying. I'm not fucking touching that glass. I almost just fucking threw it all over my beautiful ill-advised t-shirt. Thank you, Julia.
So fabulous.
It's beautiful. Asshole.
But seriously, my best friend from childhood is one of the hairiest women I know. She knows she's hairy. Same, bitch. I've nared your back. You've never nared mine.
Whatever. I'm undergoing laser treatments.
Okay, but I'm not.
You should.
Because of my peach fuzz. Great. See what I wear to the beach this summer.
Oh, fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm gonna have to pluck her toe hairs on the beach.
While you're driving us to the beach. You have to plug my toe hairs. Okay, one of my best friends from childhood is one of the hairiest women I know. She knows she's hairy, yet it hasn't stopped the multitude of stares and comments she's received over the years, especially because she mostly lived her life not shaving or waxing or plucking or threading or etc.
Good for her.
Maybe you have long ass hair. Have you ever checked that lately? XOXO Kiki.
That's it? That's
She didn't even give it
yes.
She
yes, she doesn't fucking
maybe
need to.
You
this
got
is
a long
stupid.
Ass hair.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
it's
it is,
trivial.
but no, it's not because we get stuck on things that would look like.
So do.
And for really us,
do.
That's a really big deal.
It is. But this is great. That's great.
Was gold.
Maybe you got
Maybe
long ass
you
hair.
get a long ass hair. Have you ever checked?
I know you are, but what am I?
He probably has checked though. That's the fucking.
Did you fucking read this beforehand?
That's the kicker.
You're such an asshole. Fucking wine just almost flew all over your fucking room. Like what?
It'll match the peanut butter on the rug.
Oh my god, so good. That was so good. Is the next one short? Do we have time for it? Is it Kiki?
It is Kiki.
We have to do it. Just fucking do it.
Okay. It's short also. Dear Kiki, if I've wanted to be a prostitute for over 15
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I told you these questions were fitting.
They were fucking
for
perfect
our,
for box wine.
Boxed wine, yes.
Yes, our juice boxes. All right.
If I've wanted to be a prostitute for over 15 years, since my early 20s, I should do it, right? I mean, it stands to reason that this isn't a phase since it's been so long. I feel like I've considered all potentially terrible outcomes and it still seems worth it. I don't think I am naive or over glamorizing it or anything. I just think I'd be really fucking good at it. Please advise. Wanna be.
Ill-advised?
Yes.
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 Just fucking do it. No, first of all, I'd like to say, I understand that this is your question, but the term is sex worker.
This is an also older post.
It is an older post. Okay.
But yes, thank you for clarifying.
Sex worker.
Yep.
I don't know that I've ever heard of anyone wanting to go into that as opposed to someone who had to go into it.
Yeah, to feed their kids or go to school
for whatever
or
reason,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But I also am compelled to say also, because you're looking to go into this willingly,
It kind of changes.
it changes the dynamic a little bit. But like, you have laws to also consider.
Laws?
Yeah. Because I think the mentality when you're trying to feed your children.
I was thinking of stripper.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, so you're not
Stripping.
thinking sex worker.
I was not.
Well,
my
like
brain was not in
that form.
Yeah.
That mode of sex work.
Yeah. I was thinking stripper.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wish she'd said that because I would have been like, go.
For sure. Yeah.
Get that rotating pole and go for it.
I don't think the poles move.
They do. They rotate. They spin. What do you think they spin on them? Fucking J-Lo ruined the whole thing for me.
I don't think.
Watch Hustlers. Such a good movie. J-Lo did a phenomenal job. Cardi B, great 30 seconds. But J-Lo did a phenomenal job.
It's a movie?
Yes. So good.
Huh.
So good.
All the stripper poles I've tried didn't rotate. Just so.
That's why you were able to try them. They're like, no competition, please.
Not that bitch with all the booty.
Tits and ass. Oh, hell no.
I like me now, Cardi. Don't you stay in that new white tee.
I'm going to fucking cut you by the end of the night.
With my long toe hair.
With your long toe hair. Yeah, I want to say follow
this changes
your passions. There's a different dynamic here. You're not going into it because you're quote unquote forced. You're going into it because this is, do you?
They wanted for over 15 years.
If this is like
so
a
this
true
wasn't
thing,
just like I'm 16, I know everything. This is going to be fun and quick and easy money. Like this is 15 years later. And since my early 20s, so do the math.
At least 35.
Right. That's
So
like
it's
me
us
right
going
now
into
saying
stripping, and I'm not stripping into
sex working.
Yeah.
Like willingly and wanting.
I
Not
don't want to ever discourage anybody from following what they want to follow, but I do have to say, like, there are laws in place. The people who are risking those, getting caught for those laws and getting charged, are risking it because they have, there are there's more at stake than just going to jail or getting arrested for one night or whatever it may be. They're
the
doing it
consequences
because
are worth
putting food on the table for my kid.
Yeah. By any means necessary.
As opposed to like, maybe the right advice is go into stripping.
Yeah.
Go into, is that PC stripping stripper? Is that?
As far as I know.
Or be an escort. They technically
yeah.
don't have sex, but we know that they do.
I mean, it sounds like.
Or we think we do.
They want to be like the
hardcore, like HBO
I wanted to be
documentary.
A sex worker for over 15 years since my early 20s.
Well, I think they need to define sex worker because they said prostitute, right?
Yeah.
So there's only one meaning, unfortunately.
I feel like I've considered all potentially terrible outcomes, and it still seems worth it. I don't think I'm naive or over glamorizing it. I just think I'd be really fucking good at it.
Well, if you've considered all the possible outcomes and you think it's going to work in your favor, then you know what? Do it. But remember that there are laws in place. I can't say with good conscience, like, go with it and have it be your thing you're going to rock. Follow your dream.
I just like, are you sure
it's just different.
you've considered all the terrible outcomes?
And
there's like,
yeah,
you can die from
you can
this
die.
stuff.
You can be a victim of rape, of abuse.
Yeah.
There can be drugs involved. They're like
STDs
the possibilities.
that you can't get rid of. It's like so much.
There's so much. I think there's so much to consider. But again, if this is your cup of tea and you're ready to put up with any potential consequences, then follow your dream. I personally would not advise you to go into it if you have a choice.
I
If you have a choice and
don't
you
want
can
to
guarantee
speak
your
on
own
behalf
safety.
of anyone, but it's like I feel like there's a good chunk of
Risk?
no, but like if you speak to a lot of these workers, I guarantee at least half of them are like, fuck no, I wouldn't do this if I didn't have to.
Right. I feel the same way. I mean,
You know what I mean?
guys, we could
And
be
we're
totally
not-
off with this and we could be totally wrong. Half of these women could absolutely be doing this because this is what they want to do. But
Yeah,
I don't
quick, easy
know.
money.
There's
I
a
get it.
lot. There's a lot at
just-
stake here. What about sex trafficking?
So much.
There's just so much to consider.
Who was that serial killer? I mean, this was years and years and years and years ago, but he was targeting sex workers.
Oh my God. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I don't remember his
It doesn't.
name, but like it just there's just so much, and I just feel like the majority. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say the majority of these people are not.
They're
This
doing
isn't
this
what I
because they
wanted to
need to
do.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I can't.
just-
I
feel
say
like the,
if you need
the
some
risk
sort of,
outweighs.
it almost feels like right
benefit.
here it's a thrill. You know what I mean? And I think that if you need that kind of you're almost fetishizing it. Is that okay to say?
I mean, yeah, they said I don't think I'm naive or over glamorizing it. I mean,
It's so hard. I say try something a little more legal and a little less risky. Although escorts is the same thing.
I was going to say,
However,
I think escorts is a great...
escorts are like, they're recorded. The information's recorded.
Yeah, it's a little bit more...
It's a business.
Legal, yeah.
Yeah. It's the other way around it. So I say go that route. But I wouldn't go.
Agree.
Yeah.
Escort.
I'd say leave that as a last resort if you really don't get what you want.
Exotic
But again,
dancing.
right. But again, like there are laws to consider. There are risks bigger than you can imagine to consider. And you have a lot at stake, not just yourself, your personal well-being, your health, but your family and your friends. And I would advise you to just take every possible scenario into consideration.
I mean, they said that they did, but I agree with you. It just feels a lot like
not one person
the
figures
good
it all
doesn't
out.
Outweigh the
Yeah, I agree.
the bad.
What's Kiki's?
This table.
It's
the table.
Mm-hmm.
My butt went through the chair. You think this table isn't gonna squeak?
Why do you wait for me to put the fucking wine glass in my mouth?
Why is your wine glass always in the mouth?
Shut up, asshole.
Got him.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so Kiki says, "Dear wannabe, ever since I can remember, I have wanted to be a backup dancer on tour and in videos. I should do it, right? Well, now that I'm middle-aged, have kids, and live in Iowa, the likelihood is nil. And unlike you, I wouldn't be really fucking good at it anymore. In advising you on whether or not to become a sex worker,"
Does she say prostitute?
She says
I think we can
prostitute.
quote.
"I will need to make some assumptions. You don't seem to be making this decision based on financial needs, but because the idea of being a prostitute turns you on. Second, your relationship status must either be single or really open and honest. Third, you must not fear being murdered. Obviously, you enjoy sex. I do too. But the sex a prostitute has is not based on the prostitute's desire. The client is only paying for their own desire. I still want to be a backup dancer, but now that it's just a fantasy, I would suggest you explore your fantasies about being a prostitute before making it a reality. Kiki."
Thank you, Kiki. That was perfect.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, that one's a little bit more heavy than the other three that we just did, but I'm inclined to just...
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit later.
I mean, it's
This.
still great.
Yeah.
It just wasn't boxed wine.
True, but the title was.
Right. That's true.
The title was.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain just went to like stripper or exotic dancer. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not sure though.
No, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that I wish that they kind of asked that,
Yeah, that one.
you know,
Yeah,
because that's
fucking do it
different.
up.
Like, have a blast,
Literally.
you know?
Yeah, I just feel like for this specific line of work, there's a lot of
There's usually reason or
excuse me.
I don't know. There are not a lot of careers that you need to qualify, but I feel like this is one of them.
This is like a lot of like risk. That's the word I'm looking for. There's just like
involved.
a lot of risk.
Not just, I mean, that personal risk alone. You know, the people who are doing this that need to do this are doing this, and they know what the risks are.
Yeah, like Kiki said that let me find it. The client is only paying for their own desire. Like this isn't a mutual thing.
It's not.
Where I feel like escorting is more. The escort gets to say like, this is my boundaries. This is where, this is just,
right.
She gets to literally say like,
no. Yes. Like,
yeah. This works. This doesn't work. I'll do this. I will not do this.
Picking your clients in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is kind of hard, and also it's hard to tackle in the realm of political correctness, which I guess probably should be the last thing I'm thinking about. I'm concerned for this person. What year was this from? Does it say?
I honestly think I went to 2017.
Okay. Well, I hope that they didn't go this route personally. It's just concern. That's all it is. It's no judgment. It's just concern.
Yeah, I feel like there's a serious amount of risks.
Yeah.
That you may not have thought about.
Yeah, I don't think I'd judge you for it. I think you don't need to do it. You know, it doesn't sound like you have a financial reason for pursuing this, like Kiki said.
Yeah.
I know we're being repetitive, but I don't know how else to kind of drive that point.
Just go on these dating sites and find.
Yeah, this is all just scary.
Like,
even those dating sites are terrifying sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
but less terrifying than hitting the streets
true.
And,
That's true. Just leave them an invoice on their bedstand.
Just be a fucking escort.
Yeah.
Or a stripper.
And you can decide what you do after or during. It's totally up to you.
Yeah.
That way you kind of get the thrill of being paid, but it's legal, and your company knows where you are, who you're with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot to it.
Yeah. Biff, those were great. Those were fucking fantastic. I like that you also mixed Abby and Kiki. We don't do that, so.
Yeah, that was an accident, actually. I'm not really even sure how that
Abby,
happened.
Sorry for not knowing that there's only one Abby. I'm so fucking sorry.
I know, I'm still a little baffled by that.
You're incredible.
Literally incredible.
You're incredible. And Kiki, you're talking from both of our mouths.
Which is interesting because which episode did we use Kiki?
2 or 3?
I don't remember.
3.
I don't believe we kind of were in agreement with her. I don't think we loved her responses.
No, I don't think. I think you're right, actually.
I don't think we did.
We were like half in agreement on 1 or 2 of them, and there was one where we were kind of like,
Yeah, there was. Yeah, you're right. There was one that you said that you.
I wonder if there's more than one Kiki, like Prudy.
Well, yeah, maybe. It was from the same website, so
whatever it is, guys, support your advice columnists. They're responding to the questions we're too afraid to ask sometimes. There's just so much that they consider, and I think that they're more trained than we are. I'm hoping that they are.
I'd imagine. These go back years and years and years and years.
Yeah, especially Dear Abby. Dear Abby's like.
And Dear Abby seems to like actually know her shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Kiki, you do too. I like your responses.
Oh yeah.
Abby's just classic. It's timeless. Wow. Did you have therapy this week, Biff?
I did not, actually.
Oh,
My
it's a good change of
daughter
pace, though.
started, well, not technically gymnastics, but it's like a open gymnastics class type of thing.
Yep.
And that's actually the literal day and time of my therapy appointments. So I have to reschedule them. But
Oh, did you take videos?
I didn't, actually.
I
know.
dick.
She was off. She was with my niece and my niece's friend, and my sister-in-law was there. So
Oh, it was
like
a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But she's
I
going to
wanna
be
see it.
brilliant at it. I'm
She's
actually
brilliant
going
at
to
everything.
I
This
know
kid.
she is. She's fucking incredible. But I am going to sign her up in gymnastics because
Do it.
seems to be her thing.
And it's
And
great.
she's
It's to
fucking
keep her
too.
active too.
She didn't give a shit about
That's
dance.
so important.
She didn't give two fucks
No,
about
yeah,
dance.
that's right. I saw those. I saw those
no
videos.
shits. But gymnastics, she might actually kind of, I mean, she's 2, so what can you really, as far as like teaching wise, but
well, I mean,
she was all over the balance beams, the uneven bars, like she was all over it.
She probably saw this as like opportunity to do things mom told me to get down.
Probably, actually, because they had that long running trampoline.
Look at that. Fucking run around the whole house. She's so fucking
Look at
brilliant.
that.
She's too smart for her own good, actually.
She is. She's gonna do big things in life, and I
I
cannot
love
wait.
her. I hate that she's asleep.
I know, she was fucking knocked
squeeze her.
out sledding today
Shish.
in her rain boots.
Oh, she's so cute.
Did you have therapy?
Yes. I did.
What did old Fred have to?
Fred, actually, there's a big exclamation point that's been making me think that I guess I never considered, and I'm not trying to lead up to anything big or huge because this isn't something like enormous or some big revelation, but it's like, why is Ray so afraid to be unhappy? And I just looked at him and I was like, Fred. He said it jokingly, but But
seriously?
Yes. He wasn't trying to be like passive about it in any way. Right. He just like, I said a bunch of things that it was appropriate for him to say it and me to be like, fuck.
Right.
There are so many things going on in my head, in my life, and in my mind. Especially this whole deal with this house that I'm buying.
Oh, gosh.
That's been an absolute disaster.
Nightmare.
Emotionally. And I walked away and they walked back and they walked back. I got everything I wanted. So it was the day to sign the purchase and sales agreement. And I was apprehensive about it. And Fred's like, well, have you thought about it? I said, I did a pro cons list and I never do those. Ever.
Right.
Ever. I'm just like, I'm an impulsive bastard. I'm like, go for it, bitch.
Right. Yeah.
Dive in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love him. And so and so I told him, I was like, my cons were like 3 or 4 things and my pros like ran the gamut.
Out the door, yeah.
He's like, it sounds like you made a decision. I was like, I know. He's like, so what's the problem? It's like, I think I'm nervous. I think I'm nervous about, owning a house of this caliber, having that much space to myself. That's a lot of fucking space. Especially in this market, finding a house with that much space at the cost that I'm buying it for right now. And so he said this question, he didn't ask it, he just said it.
Right.
Why is Reid so afraid of being happy?
Afraid of being happy?
Being happy.
Oh, it sounded like you said being unhappy.
Oh, no. Why is Ray so afraid of being happy?
Being happy. Oh, that makes way more sense to me.
And I was like,
motherfucker.
Well, I think I was almost embarrassed. I don't know if I felt that way because I should have caught on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or if I was like, oh, fuck, I did know that I was sabotaging myself again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, there's so many things in my head, but I'm asking myself that question a lot.
Right.
Throughout my days, throughout everything. I'm just like, why am I so afraid to be unhappy? And in some instances, I'm like, you're not, it's not you. And in other instances, I'm like, bro, wake up. You can do better.
Right.
So like, it's an interesting perspective. It's one thing to know or to think that you have the opposing perspective.
Right.
It's another thing altogether for someone to point it out to you when
In a way
you're
that's
absolutely challenging a blessing.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing.
When it's clear as day, yeah.
So it hurts like a bitch.
So what was your, I guess, overall, not take from it, but like your biggest, like moving forward from now on? Like what is your...
I have to analyze why I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Okay.
You know, like
Fair.
I'm very good at like something good happened to me. Here it comes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I have to, and that's not always the case. Yeah, sure, it happens sometimes. You know,
Yeah,
but like
life.
maybe 30% of the time, 20% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's ebbs and flows. Plus, being somebody that also believes like you get what you put out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of need to turn the tables on myself and kind of relax and stop
It's
being such a
interesting
critic.
that you brought up believing in getting what you give or what you put out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you're, I guess, a little bit more not focused, but like assuming that the worst is always coming, but you're so not a negative person. So I'm curious how that kind of...
Well, you're assuming that the worst is always coming.
But you're not, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like you're not putting negative or bad things out there. Like you're...
But you're not
great.
putting good things out there either. You're not going like, you're not affirming. It's not an affirmation. You know, an affirmation is like, I'm going to get this job. I'm going for this job. I'm going to get this job. I'm going to interview so well. This job is mine. Versus like, I interviewed well, but maybe like, you know, I'm not going to expect them to call me.
So then
it's like you're throwing that expectation out into the world and canceling the affirmation, you know? And yeah, maybe there are people out there, I guess there's a battle, right? Affirm what you put out there. It's like a discussion of karma or everything happens for a reason or blah, blah, blah.
It's actually science now.
Left and right.
Positive
Is it?
affirmations, yes. It's actually scientifically connected now.
So like you drive your own positive, what I believe, you drive your own positive experiences, you know? And I guess I've inherited my family's views or automatic, what's the word? Not displacement, but these hand movements are supposed to help you.
I don't know what the swimming, the backstroke, breaststroke.
Yes. There's no predisposition to bad. You know, nurture versus nature bullshit.
Yeah.
You kind of drive your own result. And
I guess
I have to learn that. When you put yourself in limbo, that's where you stay. So you get the good things and it's not a big deal because, okay, maybe that's fine. But you're focusing on the bad things that happen. And that's what you broadcast.
Yeah, but I guess that's where my hesitation, maybe, where you don't broadcast negative.
No,
you
not out loud.
Specifically. Yeah.
Not out loud.
Well,
but
that's what I mean.
I internalize a lot like, shit, here it comes. You know what I mean? I know that about myself. And I'm happy to admit that, especially if it helps other people. Like, I know that I have, like, generally a pleasant demeanor. And
right.
You know, but at heart, I'm an introvert waiting for the rain to come. And it's going to pour.
I suppose that makes sense, yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh, it's good to meet you. Yeah, things are going great. Actually.
Right.
Here's how it's really going.
Right.
You know, so.
So what do you think moving forward is like your biggest, not goal, but like, this is what I'm going to work on now moving forward?
I think I have become so comfortable with myself and who I am. And But what I'm not accepting is, how do I put this? The result of that. I can't really explain without going into too much detail, but I've never been happier as my person.
Than you are right now?
Right.
That's so amazing.
That's so amazing. I am who I am, and this is who I am. Now I have to accept my decisions.
Be confident in them.
Yes. Because I have to make choices right now.
Yeah, big ones.
Big ones.
Big choices.
Spanning the gamut. Left to right.
Should I be a prostitute or should I not?
Right. Because I'm totally going to use a self-revolving pole.
You'll be fucking great at it.
Fuck learning Kegels and how to work.
No, fuck them.
Yes.
They're great.
So, oh, yes. Yeah, there's a lot. That's a big step for me.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
So
that's really incredible.
I'm actually, it's so funny because Fred's like, are you talking about me on these podcasts? And I was like,
yes.
Yeah. I was like, Fred and Lucy, like, how else are you going to put this together? Like, we can't ignore this.
Right.
And he's like, all right, just tell them I'm not accepting new patients.
That's fucking funny.
But in case he's listening, although I didn't tell him, what the name of the podcast was. But if you're listening, thank you so much, Fred. You've been phenomenal.
Shout outs, Fred.
And Lucy.
Yes, I haven't been able to tell her yet that we've done this, but she'll be pumped.
They're integral to where we are right now.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. This is a great episode.
I'm like 50-50 on like you fucking waiting to tell me shit until we're recording.
Right. Because it's,
like,
I'm like,
bitch,
we have these conversations and I'm like, oh my God, we have to fucking talk about it again?
Wait. Or I'm not going to text you this major breakthrough I had in therapy because I'm going to wait till fucking Sunday to podcast it.
These things matter and our genuine interactions and reactions matter. So
I know, but that's why I said I'm like 50-50.
Yeah,
like,
it's hard.
Bitch, I'm your best friend.
But this goes to show everyone who's listening too, like this is legitimate. Like we're not putting up a front. We're not fabricating our friendship. Like this is, the podcast just adds the suspense, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. But these are conversations that we have.
Literally.
I don't think we've ever discussed advised columns. Advised columns.
We need advice.
I don't think we ever discussed them. I read them all the time.
I only read them in the Cosmo magazines.
I loved reading them. And they always showed up on my Google News feed. Always tap them. I can't believe I didn't know Abby was the same person. I'm ashamed.
That's still wild to me.
It's still wild. What else you got, Biff? Anything?
Nothing that's jumping at me now.
Yeah, I know. We have a dinner to go eat.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes.
It smells so good.
It smells so good.
Manor made.
Okay, everyone. Well, thank you so much for listening. Again, find us on Facebook, on
Ill-Advised the podcast.
Yes. And we're available wherever you listen to your podcasts. And send us an email at you'vebeenilladvised@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.
You've been ill-advised.